Texas has just stopped issuing, renewing, and even reissuing CDLs to non-citizens, including refugees, asylees, and DACA recipients, all in line with a new federal directive aimed at ramping up highway safety. It's a pretty bold move given the current backdrop of safety concerns.
That's a huge shakeup. What exactly triggered this change?
Well, essentially, this action comes on the heels of some fatal crashes and widespread licensing violations that were uncovered with improperly licensed immigrant truck drivers.
Yeah, I see.
The FMCSA set an emergency rule to tighten up these commercial licensing standards.
And it's interesting that they're also emphasizing English language proficiency for commercial drivers, right?
Exactly. The enforcement of English language skills is a key part of the whole package. This isn't just about who gets a CDL. It's about making sure every driver can effectively follow safety protocols and, communicate clearly on the road. It's a dual approach, safety and clarity. And
so, on top of that, the US Department of Transportation is even threatening to withhold millions in federal highway funds from states that don't enforce these standards. Is that right?
Precisely. States like California, New Mexico, and Washington could lose out on significant highway funds, millions of dollars, if they don't get on board with the enforcement of these English proficiency rules.
That's a strong
It's
incentive.
like putting a price on compliance.
Now, I've heard that industry groups, especially trucking associations, have shown support for these stricter measures. What's the rationale there?
Yes, that's true. The Texas Trucking Association, for example, has long been about highway safety, and they back the move as a way to remove unsafe operators from the roads. They argue it's not just about safety, it's also to protect the nation's trade and economic efficiency.
Right? It's a matter of public safety and economic integrity. But don't you think there's a risk that such strict measures might unfairly target certain groups or create unintended consequences in the logistics industry?
That's a fair point. While the intent is to boost safety, it is definitely a tightrope walk between enforcing standards and potentially marginalizing drivers who might otherwise have been competent.
I get that.
It raises important questions about balancing regulatory rigor and inclusivity.
Overall, it seems like Texas is taking a strong stance on safety, even if it means making some tough calls regarding non-citizen drivers.
Absolutely.